Hello, candle lovers. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Greg, and this is All About Candles. And I have a review for you today from Goose Creek. This is Coconut Cream Mousse. And this was like part of a big summertime gourmand collection that Goose Creek just dropped. Lots of interesting sort of sweet dessert type fragrances in this collection. I think the packaging is really fantastic. I think it looks really appetizing actually. And we had a white lid on all of these candles. Yeah, just like a bright, like fun looking candle. The scent notes on Coconut Cream Mousse are toasted coconut shavings, creamy vanilla, and whipped mousse. And it smells like a coconut cream pie to me. Like, it's very, very true to what these scent notes are. And something about it really does give you that impression that they're coconut shavings as opposed to like a coconut milk or, you know, a coconut bakery item or like a rich creamy coconut. Something about this does give you the impression that it's more of like a vanilla and whipped cream situation with some coconut like shavings on top, you know? It's a kind of middle ranging fragrance. The top note is the coconut, and then there's just the rest of the fragrance is really just sort of a creamy, sort of whipped vanilla vibe. There's not really like any sort of a pie crust or a bakery component to this. It's just like the coconut mousse. You know what I'm saying? I definitely classify this as a gourmand, but not like a bakery gourmand. And it's got like a really nice sort of whipped vanilla texture. And then the coconut, I don't even know if the coconut is the main component of it. I'd say the main component of the fragrance is kind of like that whipped vanilla with like coconut sort of more being a bit of a sort of a dry, sort of kind of flaky top note. Yeah, it's really good actually. I like this fragrance quite a lot, and I hate to say it, guys, but I was not really impressed with the performance on this candle. And for me, this is a very kind of like rare miss from Goose Creek. This is the kind of candle from Goose Creek that I would expect for them to absolutely nail, you know, and be giving me like at least a 6.5 or a 7 for strength and throw. Goose Creek does a great job with vanilla fragrances. They do a good job with coconut fragrances. I was fully expecting this candle to knock it out of the park, but I have to say that the strength and throw was not good. It was probably like a 4.5 in my more open space. And for me, that means that I give a candle a 5 for strength and throw if there is a presence in the room that it's in. So if I can walk into the space that I've got the candle in and I can detect it, just barely, but I can detect it, that means it gets a 5. If I have to kind of go searching for the fragrance, then that means that we start dropping below a 5, and this got pretty lost in my more open area. I had to be standing pretty close to my coffee table or my dining table to be able to smell it, and that was really disappointing. When I put it in the bedroom, which I'd say is a medium-sized space, it got up to about a 5.5, and that might be a little bit generous of me. In the bedroom, it was definitely detectable. I would walk in there and be able to smell it, but it was quite light. So I'd say that this averaged around a 5 for strength and throw, which for me, from Goose Creek is pretty disappointing. Usually I can count on Goose Creek to have fragrances like this that amplify, and I would have loved for this to have been a 7, you know? It's a lovely fragrance. It's not too sweet either. It's not super duper sweet. It's kind of like a nice sort of creamy, bassy vanilla fragrance with some coconut in it. And I would have loved for it to have gotten up to like a 7. Usually they're able to make their sort of desserty vanilla mousse fragrances. Usually they're able to make them project a lot better than this. So it was a bit of a disappointment, I'm afraid. I might repurchase it though. I might repurchase it. I've got a sweet tooth for this fragrance. I might repurchase it and just do it under a candle lamp or in a candle crock. Because I bet you that under a candle lamp or in a candle crock, it would get up to like a 6 or a 6.5. And I like the fragrance enough that I'd be willing to give it another try that way. Yeah, I really do like the fragrance. I can't recommend it to you though. I really can't. I know you guys, I can't be recommending candles, I don't think, that fall below that 5 for strength and throw, but it was a really nice clean burn. Just a touch of discoloration there, but for the most part, if you look at that wax, it's an extremely clean burn actually for a Goose Creek candle. Man, a real bummer that it wasn't getting up to like a 6 or a 7 for me. Yeah, kind of breaks my heart, honestly. Well, what can you do? It's just a candle. On to the next. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I love you for watching. You can follow me on Instagram at allaboutcandles and email your burning questions to allaboutcandles@gmail.com. If you could hit me up with a like, a comment, subscribe to my channel, that would mean the world to me. And until next time, my dear, gorgeous, and beautiful candle-loving friends, let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, you guys. Bye for now.